Hi, Stargazers, Arik here. We are about to be getting into the season of Gemini, which is pretty intense because Gemini is an air sign, Taurus is an earth sign. So Taurus kind of like can kind of like be schlepping us along, and Gemini is lighter, but it can bring a lot of change as well, which maybe not everyone's expecting, but a lot of change is going to come. With Gemini, we have a lot of dynamic energy, and this Gemini for 2021 is packed. We have the eclipses, we have retrogrades, we have the Mars Pluto opposition. So really, we're going to need all of our crystals. We're going to need all of our essential oils. We're going to really need to meditate. We're going to need to do everything we can to just chill out. This is what I'm saying. Like, we need to just kind of like chill out with this season. Please, if you haven't signed up for my solar meditation, I would highly recommend doing that. The sunlight meditation is going to help you kind of calm down. So anyhow, we are going to get a lot of energy throughout this whole Gemini season. It's quick energy that's going back and forth, and what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to think about how we're going to use the light as it's manifesting in our world, because the eclipses that are happening throughout the Gemini season are going to block and interrupt a lot of that light, which just means that we need to use it in a different way, something that we're not necessarily used to. So we're going to need as much help as we can inviting more light. We're going to have to like make things shine brighter ourselves, right? And the interesting thing is that when we do invite light into our world, darkness and all the like the fate, what I call it just vanishes. So when this enlightened brilliance really makes itself known, doom and gloom, they just disappear. And that's really amazing. That is really amazing. And that's just like you go into a room, you turn on the light, it's gone. The darkness is gone. So we are reminded during Gemini that we have the choice to either invite light in every moment, no matter what, or to just sit there victimized in a pity party in darkness. And like I said, because the 2021 Gemini season is packed with a lot of astrological transits that are going to push our buttons, we have a lot of opportunities to pass a lot of tests. And when you pass a lot of tests, then you upgrade, you graduate. And that's also why Gemini is coinciding with graduation season, because it's this energy of moving to the next level. Gemini is the last season before the last cycle before we enter summer. And so the summer solstice, which is on June 20th. So we want to do as much as we can now before we enter into that powerful time. So with all these transits, we have to pass these tests, move into a greater reality, upgrade, graduate into a happier reality. Now with the eclipses, I'm going to be doing different events on those, so please sign up. Also, the forecasts are going to be available. Those are for free. You can read them. It's really important because with those eclipses, there's a lot of energy flowing through the cosmos that can either water your cosmic seeds or drown them. So as this is the first eclipse season of 2021, we are really asked to avoid settling for less and uplifting ourselves up out of depression. And again, I'm going to talk about all these programs as we approach the eclipses, but it's really interesting because as the pandemic begins to fail, we need to close gateways that want to open up, that can unleash another global event, like, to control the masses and everything. So negativity in our life, collectively or personally, doesn't just sit back and kick its feet up and say, okay, we did a good job. No, it really fights. So we need to really ask the most of ourselves as we increase our inner shine to uninvite darkness from our reality. And there's all kinds of things that we can do. We can, meditate. We can do all kinds of things like using crystals, do the atonement practice, using our essential oils, all of these things. And what that does is it's not like a magic wand that just fixes everything. What it does is it creates an opening for what's called an expression of God to manifest in our life. So we have to invite that light, what I've been saying. And then that light is going to replace the darkness. It's going to do the heavy lifting for us. So many times we think that we have to do it ourselves, but all we have to do is create a space for it to happen. So remember, we can make connections to God, we can pray for help, but we have to do the work. We have to follow through. We have to create that space. And how do we create space? We get rid of ego energy that is occupying that space. I'm going to talk more about this in the workshop. So you can sign up at any point during the Gemini season. So if you're watching this on the last day of Gemini, you can still watch it. But the point is that Gemini is the twins. So it's about this energy of duality that reminds us of the dual effort toward the single-mindedness that we need to have. So in this astrological season, all the spiritual laws historically have been granted to mankind from another dimension. So we are being granted energy to study, to do the work, to remove negative thought patterns, because when we study, we actually remove these negative thought patterns. And then when you change your thoughts, you of course change your life. So the planetary movements, they really are going to be displaying the the evolutionary pattern since the Big Bang, right? Because life is all about evolution, like the evolution of the divine. So therefore we are blessed with many opportunities throughout the year that can restore the expression of God in our world. And we don't need to wait until we are suffering or that we're in a bad situation to do so. We can really pray to become motivated by revealing light so that we are not motivated merely by survival. So, and the last thing I kind of want to say is like, the question often arises, why do we have good days? Why do we have bad days? You know, sometimes we have good days, good moments, bad moments, like good relationships, bad relationships. All these things are Gemini. And there is a reason to that. And of course, as you guess, I'm going to talk about this in the solar workshop, but it's something that we can control. It's something that we can see. It's something that we can work with, because there are certain actions that we shouldn't do on bad days. And then there are certain actions that we should do on good days. And sometimes we just happen chance do it, and then we get lucky or we get unlucky. And it's not random. There is a system, and there is a way that it's set up that we don't have to like unnecessarily suffer. So if it's time to sit back, like, and do nothing, then that's good. Enjoy it, because you're going to need to go out and push forward after that. But if you're pushing forward when you should sit back and sitting back when you should push forward, well, you kind of get the drift. So let me know how this Gemini season is going for you. Please sign up. I'll put up all the links for the horoscopes and the forecast and the crystals. These are connected to Gemini. So the way crystals work, of course, is you have them in your aura and they radiate energy. That's, you know, how computers work, and they have different qualities. And this has to do with relationships. Gemini is all about relationships as well. So you want to improve your relationships, you want to improve your conscious brain. You can put them on the ESR points here and just kind of calm down the overworking brain. That's kind of funny. Maybe you'll hear something from outer space, maybe not, hopefully not. But then of course, in the botanical realm, we have the essential oil sprays. Gemini rules over lavender, and then we also have Mercury is basil, and we have some other things in there as well. That helps you to tune with the natural world, help you increase your vibration and get going. So you guys, let me know how Gemini is going for you. I'm really excited to hear about it. I'm really excited to go forward, lift things up, and as we approach the summer solstice. All right, my name is Arik, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.